EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
On first down, Trubisky. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he'll find Hall. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
17 yards. First down, Bears.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue, explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. Hey,
You're out.
you got four down. Save.
5.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Leo.
The setup, a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Everyone go four down.
Alert. Hey, Charlie. 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Alert.
First down, a run with Cohen. And shedding through the tackle. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
1st down, Bears.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands and see how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 1st touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Well, they have to be loving this start to the 1st quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Steps away to his left. That is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check.
Hey, Delta.
47 Mike. Tighten down. There you go.
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
On 1st down, here's Love. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check back 47. Here we go.
Rock it.
Check 37.
Hey, Sam off.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Off the toss, Cohen. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Man, I got you. Out.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Perry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards into Chicago first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Trubisky to throw. Robinson's got it. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop the throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So, nowhere to escape. deep, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Trubisky now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10.
Alert! Lock in, lock in. Man, don't. Check 3.
Here's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. They'll run on first down. Cohen, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Get ready. Hey, alert. He's checking.
Now it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Trubisky will come up here first and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Check nickel. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Alert. Kill.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for number 84, incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Red, top.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Ready, set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming. Check your hot read.
Big grip.
Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Let's go.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Undercrush. Ready.
2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Hey, lock it.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
70, Indy, hey, Alpha.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Alert, 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 alert. You go take. You got take.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 52. Hey, ball.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Perry.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped how the guy can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Hey, ball.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Sit down. 180.
Hey, come on.
Move.
Kill.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This is Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You get the fourth down conversion, and then you look up and you see a flag.
I'm just holding my head in my hands right now because I know the head coach is doing exactly the same thing. It all went into getting it on fourth down, and that gets wiped out.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Check 56. You don't want this. Check 24. Check 24.
Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys continue to pour it on. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
Pass on 2nd down. Complete to Philip Dorsett.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You ain't going nowhere. General West. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
That's another Broncos
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike 47.
Look, squeeze.
That's the run. Shoot.
Head up.
Back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike 47.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. Fresno.
Hey, alert.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
180.
6. Don't let him breathe. Play that time.
Alert. Hey. High 7.
Right there.
From the 39, Trubisky. And he'll find Hall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check 20.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Now Cohen. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Trubisky, he's going to take a shot. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him. And
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A carry for Foreman. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing here, Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Trubisky will throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd down, it's Love. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A big offensive explosion helped leading